What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to episode 52 of my FIFA 13 Road to Gold Around the World series. I haven't really been uploading on my channel in general that much, and I'll have a video explaining stuff like that and just a channel update coming later on, hopefully today. I'm not too sure when this video is coming up, but the main reason I've kind of slowed down in the uploading process, should I say, is the fact that I've just been really busy, and it's these episodes, 52, as you can see here, we are now selling all the players, and last episode 51, we had just finished with the RTG team, so we're just selling all the players and hopefully getting our coins back up to a nice amount to go and buy the next league, which you'll see a bit later, but that's the main reason why these episodes take longer. It probably takes me about maybe 2 hours, a bit less maybe, to make one of these episodes. Probably a bit less if you include the whole render process and all stuff like that. It takes probably about 2 hours. But then the fact that I've got to go and make like a news thing, which I really enjoy doing. It just takes so long, and it feels like it gets a bit repetitive in the fact that you can't really change it up too much. So I haven't actually got it for this episode, guys. I'm going into kind of a small league, so I thought hopefully you guys don't matter that much. Hopefully you just want to see the game and kind of me talk about and over the team and stuff like that. But as you can see here, we are just quickly going to sell some players, and I actually kind of make a bit of coins on the players in the sense that I make a few grand and stuff like that, cover all my cost, like tax and stuff like that, just because I bought them at the correct time. I didn't buy them on like the weekend or Friday night or anything like that. That's probably the worst time to buy players. Best time is maybe on the Wednesday, but now Team of the Week's fairly shoddy that it's probably not much point. Just buy them during the week, sell them on the weekend. You should get a bit more coins from what you originally bought them for, unless you overpaid for them. But I'm just quickly checking all the prices for these players, because obviously you want to get the proper amount. You don't want to stick a player up for a price you bought him for and then found out he now shot up in price for some reason. So I'm just flicking through the players. But like I said, I haven't really been uploading this episode. Look, this is how weird it sounds. I had so many episodes what's it called? Recording sessions, I say recorded. But you can see there, we're going into the Superliga, which I think, I'm not 100% sure, is in the no. I'm gonna have a quick look. But basically, I have recorded voice over commentary on what it's about until episode 50. I've done 55. I've done 50. Yeah, basically I've done all the episodes until 55. Then 55, I think I swapped to a new squad, or I just haven't done that one. And then all the episodes to 57. So I've got 5 episodes after this episode, which I've done and I could have uploaded. But it's just the fact that I had to do this news thing that I kind of stand still. I don't want to just sit there making the news thing, because it's just kind of, it takes a long time and it's just a bit repetitive. So I've just decided to scrap that news thing on the smaller leagues, and I wanted to get you guys an episode. So as you can see here, I think we're going to be playing the 4-3-3 formation, a very used formation, I should say. I'm not 100% sure on that. Correct me if I'm correct myself if I'm wrong later on. But we've got a couple of gold players in this Superliga, and I'm just checking what nationality it actually is, because I'm kind of doing it in like a way. Yeah, it's Denmark, so the Danish Superliga. So Denmark. So we've gone from Holland up to the Scandinavia, shall I say. I'm going to do all the Scandinavian leagues, and then drop back down, do the German league, Serie A. So they're a bit bigger. I may do a news broadcast for them. And if any of you guys are quality at editing and all that stuff, just go and maybe just, I'd say if you want to make something, I don't care. I don't really need to. But let's get into the players and more of the episode. And as you can see, I think this is the first player we pick up, Joof. And he is a fairly decent player, actually. You'll find later on in the episodes, but we are going for the 4-3-3. And we go and pick up this Belgium right wing player. Very pacey player. And I thought 67 rating is not the highest, but he's actually a fairly decent player. I don't think he's got like 4-star skill moves or anything, but yeah, he may be a bit pacey, low rating, but he's got some really nice shot on him, and he seemed to be fairly decent. Then for the striker, I'll go and pick up this player called Mordskleg, I think it is. And again, he is a fairly decent, solid striker. You'll find later on in the episode, some of the goals he scores are really nice. Well, in the fact that the shots he performs and stuff like that are just decent shots from like outside the box, right in the corner. Keeper's got no chance. And then go and pick up another centre mid. This guy is called Anderson with 2 S's, and I've used him before in my other account. I just randomly picked him up. I picked him up for like 200 coins, fairly cheap one day. I don't know why. I just put him in the squad. He seemed to perform fairly decently. Then I go and pick up this gold Brazilian player, the first gold player in the team. I think I do eventually pick up 2 gold players, and he's just, I thought, I'm going to take, he's an overall well-rounded player. I think he's got like 60s across the board, but we're going to pick up Traore to hold the centre mid spot, being like the sitting back one. He seems to have fairly decent defending stats, and he again is a fairly decent player. And I go and pick up this player called Caldima, I think it is. I'm not quite sure what formation I do pick him up. I don't think there was one in the 4-3-3, sorry. But I pick him up in the 4-3-2-1, which is fairly similar, gets a decent amount of chemistry. And like I was saying, he's actually a fairly decent player, good stats across the board, and just fills the role. Go and pick up this left back here called Matingla. He plays for Denmark. He's not a bad player either. Decent amount of pace, and you've probably seen quite a few Denmark players in this squad. No, yeah, Denmark, that is Denmark, sorry. We then go and pick up Hansen, the right back. Again, low-rated player, but got pace, and that was what I was looking for, really. I found out that you just need pace, basically, in the defence, especially the full-back, should I say, because they just need to keep up with wingers if you come across any other players. Go and look for some centre-backs, and this Okole guy, I do eventually pick him up later on in the episodes coming up in the future, but he was going for a bit too much at that time. For some reason, his price dropped incredibly. Like he's going for like 3k normally, and he went down to like 400 coins. Got no idea why, but I do eventually pick him up. Not in this episode though, but we go and pick up a bronze player called Strenlup, I think it is, and I think he may have been upgraded there. Just looking at that, I may have got that wrong, or he may just look a similar player, but. He's got a decent amount of pace, and he actually worked quite well in the squad. Being bronze, you may have expected probably be a weakness, but he's actually a fairly solid player. Go and pick up Willand, I think he was Brazilian as well, so that's 2 Brazilian players, both gold, and he's a fairly decent keeper, and I don't think he was Brazilian at all. Nope, I don't know why I said that. He is Swedish, and he, again, just solid keeper, didn't make really any big mistakes, and just seems to do fairly decently. As you can see there, we only need 1 more player to complete the team. I'm just applying some cards, attribute cards and stuff. I just wanted to use the stuff up, but I'll go and add some players to the bench while I'm looking for the other centre-back to fill the spot, and I think I do eventually go and pick up that USA player here, Goodson. I did put a bid on him, but he got outbidden. He's got a minute and 30 left. Sorry, I've just had a drink and I keep burping in a sense that you guys can't hear it. You know, you get the... Oh, God, I got no idea what I'm talking about. But I'll go and have a look for morale cards, because someone suggested in the comments, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but he suggested, why don't you pick up morale cards? And I've explained it before, but... the reason why I don't pick up fitness cards, but I've decided to go and pick up a morale card, see what he liked, and it was fairly decent in the first few games, and you'll see later on. I think I've got a couple of games for you after we finish building the squad, but I do eventually pick up this Goodson guy, and guys, this is speeded up to as fast as it possibly can. So we do pick him up finally in the 4-2-2 formation. Not the best formation, but still 4 at the back, so he still gets the orange chemistry formation symbol majiggy. So we got a decent amount of chemistry. Have a look for some team talks, and as you can see there, we got a silver one, and I think I do pick up a silver morale card, I do believe, but I'm not quite sure on how much. I just waited for that, but yeah. So this team, quite mainly silvers, got a couple of golds and bronzes, and I decided there's only 1 bronze, so I'm not going to do the bronze cup, just do the maybe gold and silver. Have a look at some kits, and we've got some fairly nice kits here. I'll go and pick up this grey and green one. I don't know why I picked it up. It doesn't look that nice, but I don't know, it just appealed to me at that time I was doing it. I'm looking for some others. I think I do. There's some odd kits, like there's some really expensive ones, and they were actually fairly nice, but they just go for so much. But that light blue one was nice, but it had a really awkward logo on it. I hate when I just like the plain kits, not when the logo's like the whole freaking front of the kit. But I'll go and pick up this home kit, all black. Fairly nice colour. Well, black in the sense it's just really, really dark. And go and have a look for some badges. Go and pick up that silver one, I do believe. It was a fairly decent looking badge. So I just thought, okay, I'll put that on, swap it out for the Eredivisie, which we don't want to think about because that was kind of terrible. But the players are selling fairly easily, so it's fairly decent. And we do go and pick up that squad Ramal card. I can't remember how much I'd pay for it, but that's going to be a nice boost to the squad. and go and apply some players to the bench just so we can get into the first game. And yeah, so I'm just going to swap everything around. As you can see there, we have 91 chemistry. We've got, I think, there's quite a few players not in the right formation, not like they had orange links. But we come up against a BPL silver team in the first game. And straight from kickoff, Sean White-Phillips here, just going to do some running. And I can't really count, this was like the first game of like ages. And yeah, he gets a nice goal. Keeper bounces it straight out to Townsend, who there picks up an easy rebound goal. But we get it here to Juve, who finds another ball into Moldskrig. He dodges that slide tackle, cuts inside and bashes that into the right-hand corner, which is a fairly nice goal, I thought, especially from the silver striker. And Anderson here, the centre mid, gets unlucky there, but he does get brought down. So I get unlucky, but then I got lucky in a sense that he brings me down from a fairly weird penalty scenario, should I say. But as you can see, I may have a replay. He just randomly, well, it was definitely a card, but I don't think that would have happened in real life, to be honest. But that was 1-1, and we go into the penalty. We go and pick up Anderson on the penalty. The guy who kind of set up the opportunity. He had the best penalties, and that was a nice save. I thought that penalty had crept in, but obviously not. But that was still 1-1. And a nice dummy there from him. And look at that. That's a very nice shot from the silver striker. And I don't think he's in the 70s. I think he's like 68 maybe. So he's actually a fairly decent player. Juve, our left wing here, finds some space. And that is a nice cheeky chip to get it over the keeper just before half time to make it 3-1. And I was lagging quite a bit in this game, actually. You may be able to see there, just there. But Hansen, our right back, is going to do some work to get up the field. Traore, the centre mid, he's actually a fairly attacking player, but works quite well. He's got fairly decent work rates. And again, a very nice finish from Moldskleg, our striker. That's 2 goals for him in the first game. Anderson here, I don't know why I went for that random shot, but this was into the second half. He throws it straight out to here, and we have this Belgian player here. Cuts inside, avoids the slide challenge, and that ball just falls straight to Moldskrig, who picks up his hat-trick there, making it 5-1. And then I kind of go for the long shots and stuff like that, skill goals, and when we get past like 4 and stuff. But very nice roulette there, taking 2 players out of the game, and a nice finesse shot from Juve. And by that stage, I thought he was probably one of my favourite players of the squad. Definitely a very good player. But he brings his keeper out, and I'm just going to go for the amount of coins I can possibly get. And they go for a nice long-range screamer in the 82nd minute, should I say. But we finished that game 7-1. A very nice start to this squad. And it looks like we're going to be doing it fairly decently for this squad, and hopefully we can get, I think it's promoted, I'm not too sure, but we come up against a silver BPL team, some fairly decent pace up front for him, but we get very lucky here to win the ball, but pick it out to Moldskleg, and he's going to do what he normally does, and puts that into the corners. The keeper had no chance there, making it 1-0. Again, Juve, very nice touch there, and again, a very nice through ball into our Belgium right wing, and that's a fantastic top net finish. I've got no chance pronouncing his name, so I'm just going to refer him to the Belgian right wing player. We then swing in a corner in the 36th minute for Goodson to finish that off, and he got fairly frustrated. I think this was just before half time or just after. Just before half time, and that's another win, guys. So that is the coming to the end of the episode, should I say. As you can see here, we have 93k with Maurice and still to sell, and some of the other players. We do eventually sell everyone. I think we get around 110k maybe. I'm not too sure on that. We have a look for that centre back. I was checking the prices because that Almabek or whatever he's called, this player here, he wasn't selling. I was like, what? But he does eventually sell. But guys, this is the end of the episode. We re-list Moise Ander, and for the same price, he does eventually sell. But guys, this is the end of the episode. If you like this episode, remember to click the like button, put any feedback in the comments, and subscribe to stay tuned to this series. This has been Crushy. Till next time, adios!